Hey everybody, it's Elliot from Little Pug People here, and today we have an incredible album to review, and that is King Woman's Celestial Blues, which comes out July 30th. We're very excited for this album. This is new, this feels fresh. Let's just get into it.
And hello, this is Justin, Elliot's father, and once again I'm here with my notes. Chris Sfandiari is the singer-songwriter in this band. She's a New York City-based Iranian songwriter, had a near-death experience as a child. She also was raised in a charismatic Christian household, and they perform exorcisms, so that's very interesting. Probably some of the lyrics are dealing with that kind of stuff. Also, the other band members are on guitar. You have Peter Arsendorf and drummer Joseph Ragoza. To start things off generally, I just wanted to say I read some comparisons online, and people compare this band to like Black Sabbath meets Mazzy Star. So that immediately got my attention because Black Sabbath is one of my favorite bands ever, hands down. And Mazzy Star is one of my favorites, absolutely, ever. And Hope Sandoval is one of my favorite singers ever to walk this earth. So I wrote some notes down while listening to this album multiple times about her vocals. Just to start off, generally I want to talk about her vocals because I love them, and I do like like I said, I like the comparison to Mazzy Star. Her vocals are gorgeous, almost aloof sounding vocals. Sad yet beautiful, dramatic yet dry, depressed yet positive and triumphant, and magical. Desperate at times yet resigned. I can't really explain it. This is coming from me, what I'm thinking when I hear it. Also, it sounds like the vocals are quietly pushing against the heavy wind of depression, even when temporarily consumed by it, still singing.
Now, since my dad's talking about comparisons, I want to make my own comparisons. I completely agree with the Mazzy Star vocals. I think Chris is better than the Mazzy Star vocals. The guitars and the drums at some points during the shoegazy type of stuff reminds me of Duster. The song structure kind of reminds me of Nirvana. How it's clean and then it goes into the heavy stuff and hits you right in the face, which I love.
So this first track is the title track, Celestial Blues, and it begins with these kind of mellow, sad-sounding guitar lines. As a matter of fact, the album ends the same way. It kind of feels like it ends where it began, which is really cool. But it goes on for a little while, and then it gets into these heavier, distorted guitars. And this song has that element of being from soft, and then it gets heavier with the distorted guitars, and it works really well.
Okay, now for one of my favorite tracks on the entire album, Morningstar. It's just an incredible song overall. I love the guitars, I love how the drums follow the clean guitars in the beginning and at certain parts during the song. And my favorite part throughout the entire thing is when she sings Lucifer Falling from the Heights. She says it over and over and over again. It kind of feels like a chant. And it reminds me of how Celtic Frost, during Asa Bismi Val Death, he says, I deny my own desire. It's also a chant, and that always gets ingrained in my head. It just gave me the same type of vibe. Either way, this song is absolutely incredible. Now, for the third song on the album, Box, which is actually my personal favorite throughout the entire album. I love the evil sounding clean guitar, I love the heavy parts, and when I was talking about Nirvana's structure, this is the main song that really, really reminds me of it. Because you got the clean guitar, and then the drums start going a little more heavy, and then she goes, hey! And then it goes, down, down. It is absolutely perfect. And also, towards the end, is this incredible guitar riff. Another cool part is the awesome bass breakdown, where it's just nothing, and it's just the bass doing the main riff.
It has very gorgeous guitar lines that sound like they're coming from a well, and the vocals sound like they're reaching up from that well too. I know these are the things that come to my head, but maybe they will for you as well. Stupid. Why did you say well and then well?
I just realized what you just said.
Also, the song has a very mellow tribal beat, like a spirit dance to it, and it really is trancy. And one more thing that Elliot mentioned about the bass and drums, I feel like the bass and drums guide you out of the chaos that is this song at the end. But the chaos itself is very head-nodding.
Now we have Golgotha, another very interesting song. I love the guitar riffs. I like how her vocals follow the guitar at certain parts during the song. And there's beautiful violin playing in the background. It just really gets to me. Love this song.
And I feel like the vocals are also beautifully accompanied by the guitars. The band The musicians, the instruments, along with her vocals, are like marriage.
Here we have the song Coil. This song is actually faster paced than the rest, which I like personally. It also has pretty punky vibes, and there's a cool vocal part where it goes, it like reaches out, which I like.
And now onto the song Entwined. To me, it opens up with the sound like you're in a church or a cave or an abandoned church. And the guitar parts remind me of Metallica, but like the songs Unforgiven, Fade to Black, One, and Justice for All, the mellow parts, which is really, really cool if you're a Metallica fan. And I'm sure this was not intentional. It just makes me reminisce about certain parts of those songs. So whatever they did, it's magical. Also, this song in particular has some of the prettiest vocals on the album, and they sound to me like they're pleading for something. The whole song, the vibe has almost like a 90s indie rock vibe here and there, with the way that the guitars and the bass and drums go together. It's perfect.
For me, I agree with everything my father just said. Definitely some of the prettiest vocals on the album, and when I listened to it, I couldn't help but notice how emotional she felt during the song singing it. She, of course, is very emotional throughout the entire album, but for some reason, this song stuck out to me. Another really great song, Psychic Wound. The beginning guitar track reminds me so much of like something that Behemoth would do, or specifically Corroded from Within from a band called Creeping Death. Kind of has that Black Sabbath, the song Black Sabbath vibe, where it goes, it just reminds me a lot of it. Definitely an evil, chilling song with chilling screams.
It reminds me of Black Sabbath, like Elliot said, but I also wanted to mention the band Sleep. Also, Pink Floyd, the specific song called When You're In, reminds me of this. So if you listen to this song, do me a favor, Psychic Wounds, listen to the song Pink Floyd, When You're In, and see if you agree with me. Also, Candlemass, that Nightfall album of theirs, it really reminds me of that. The song Bewitched especially, and a little bit of the song At the Gallows End. Okay, the next song is called Ruse, and I think it's another one of those songs that has those longing vocals, like you're longing for something. And to me, this song takes these nice turns into gorgeous vocal parts, eventually followed by a death march back into the main verse. And the voice gets grainy in it as well. Really cool song.
Once again, I agree with my father on this one. Ruse is an incredible song. I love the layered vocals, the bass, and another genius guitar riff. And for the last song of the album, it's a song called Paradise Lost. And this song in particular just reminded me once again of how great of a singer Chris is.
And since this song is titled Paradise Lost, I'm guessing that it is inspired by the poem by John Milton. And about the song, once again, it's got beautiful, simple guitars carried by drums and whispery vocals. I also have some more notes that I have to read more, so I apologize, I gotta put these glasses back on again. So this song, Paradise Lost, the album closer, I have written here. The song kind of just ends. It's perfect. It makes me wish there was more. It almost ends as if the song just simply takes its last breath and stops without any kind of drama. The song never picks up. It stays pleasantly on its tired back, looking up. I literally picture someone lying on their back, looking up when I listen to the song, especially the end of it. It's really a beautiful ending to an album. It's almost heartbreaking in a way, because the way that the guitars, you think maybe it's going to do another segment at least, but it just stops. Almost like as if the album just gives up and dies. But that's just coming from me.
For me, I think this album is overall a 10 out of 10, incredible. It's going to be my heavy rotation of listening to music. Go buy the vinyl, go pre-order the vinyl. I'm telling you, it's worth it. This band is incredible, and I have a feeling that this album is going to be essential in your record collection.
And we ordered it on vinyl from the Relapse Records website. We got the silvery smoke, whatever it was.
Yeah.
We didn't get the first pressing. We missed that because that's all sold out. This is the second pressing, but it's still limited, so get it while you can. This band put out another album, a previous album called Created in the Image of Suffering. And that previous album sounds good, but this new one sounds a lot more defined and at its real moment. I agree with Elliot, 10 out of 10. I'm going to be listening to a lot. I have been listening to a lot. I can't wait for vinyl to come in. And I think it's going to be one of those albums that's just a part of my life. She sounds like her voice is pleading and trying to work through things and trying to go against this current, which is this big dark cloud of lead or smoke that just goes right through your head and it tries to weigh you down, and it actually sounds like a lot of the times the songs are being weighed down, or she's being weighed down, and she's literally, her vocals are like angelic and just pleading, reaching up, reaching out. That's why we said throughout the review, reaching, pleading, longing. So some musicians have the ability to magically really get you, really hit you. And this musician and this band really has that magic, in my opinion.
All of these bands that you compare them to,
Chelsea Wolfe is another one.
they make it unique. They take the best of every band and make it their own, which I absolutely love about this band, and I think they did an incredible job doing that.
And it's dark overall, yet comforting. Very dark. It sounds like it could get really dark, or it comes from a dark place, but it's comforting at the same time. Isn't that what the best music does?
Yes.
So I hope you like this review. Definitely check out this band. Check them out for sure. And follow us on Instagram, Little Punk People on Instagram, Elliot Fulham on Instagram. Also on TikTok, Elliot Fulham on TikTok. Little Punk People on TikTok. And obviously, please comment below. Listen to the songs on this album, or listen to what's out already, because there's 2 singles out right now. Listen to them and let us know what you think and what you agree with, because we really want to hear from you as usual. Thanks again.
And also, make sure you follow King Woman on Instagram. It's just KNGWMN. And then, July 30th, once again, check it out.
And on her Instagram, check out the visuals. She has clips from her music videos and stuff. It's all really cool stuff.
Yeah. Thank you.